You think you know about bit manipulation? Maybe you've dabbed with checking odd and even numbers or swapping variables without a temp. Nice start. What if I told you that's just kindergarten level stuff? In this video, I'm going to take your understanding of bit manipulation to a level you didn't even know existed. From practical tricks to jaw-dropping optimizations, this is where you unlock the real power of bits. You're a game developer building a simulation. You've got players moving across a grid, collecting power-ups. Each power-up has unique effects: speed boost, extra lives, shields, and you need to track every single one. Sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. You're storing every power-up states in separate variables, running loops to check their status, and bloating your memory with redundant data. Your game lags. Players are frustrated. You've spent weeks trying to optimize it, but every solution just feels clunky. Now let me tell you how bit manipulation could have saved you like magic. With just a few clever operations, you could track every power-up in a single integer, toggle them on or off in nanoseconds, and even check combinations in a single step. That's the power of bit manipulation, and it's criminally underrated. Let's start simple. A bit is just a binary digit, 0 or 1. When you manipulate bits, you're working directly with binary representation of numbers. Think of it like flipping switches in a circuit to produce insanely efficient results. Number 1. Checking if a number is odd or even. Forget modulo operations. They're overkill. Just use the bitwise AND operator. The bitwise AND operator compares the binary representation of two numbers bit by bit. If both bits are 1, the result is 1. Otherwise, it's 0. For odd and even checks, we compare num with 1. The binary representation of 1 is always 0, 0, 0, 1. So this isolates the least significant bit. Number 2. Swapping two numbers without a temp variable. Remember the classic temp variable swap? Bit manipulation has a cooler, memory-efficient trick. Essentially, in step 1, A equals 6 and B equals 3. In step 2, B becomes 5. Now A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 5. In step 3, A becomes 3. Now A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 5. We've just swapped two numbers without a temp variable, just with a little bit of bit magic. Number 3, the power of 2 check. Loops, please. Check if a number is a power of 2 with this. A number is a power of 2 if it has exactly one bit set to 1 in its binary representation. For example, 8 is 1000 and 16 is 10000. Subtracting 1 from a power of 2 flips all the bits below the single 1 bit. When you AND the original number with this result, you get 0. For example, num is equal to 8. When you perform this operation, the result is 0. So 8 is a power of 2. Another example, if num is equal to 10, the result is not 0. So 10 is not a power of 2. Now we're going into the advanced stuff, the mind-blowing stuff. So number 1, setting and clearing bits. What's happening here? This shifts 1 bit left by k positions. For k equals 1, it creates this binary number. Second, now this operation sets the bit at position k to 1, while leaving the other bits completely unchanged. To clear a bit, just do this. So here we create a mask for the bit that we want to clear. K is equal to 2, which essentially represents this in binary. Then we invert the mask, giving us this binary number. Finally, we perform this operation, which clears the bit at position k while leaving the other bits unchanged. Number 2, counting set bits. So each iteration removes the rightmost 1 bit using num and equals num minus 1 until num becomes 0. Number 3, extracting the rightmost set bit. So how it works? Minus num is the 2's complement of num, when num and minus num isolates the lowest 1 bit. Number 4, bit fields for compact state management. See what I mean? Bit manipulation isn't just a nerdy trick. It's a game changer. Whether you're optimizing code, solving puzzles, or just showing off in interviews, these hacks will take your skills to the next level.